Botch, the hit new motion picture that's based on true events.
Oh,
So it's about uh a lady who, when she wasn't a lady and she was a kid, he was, getting taken advantage of by her stepfather, and she was called an ugly bitch and shit. There's like this flashback scene where she's a little kid, her mom's there, or maybe it's her adopted mom. Doesn't really matter, Joe, but she's there with her mother and father figure. The dad's fucking in there drunk, doing shit, just saying, fuck you to the mom, you bitch. Like hardcore punches her in the fucking chops. Everybody's fucking crying. And the dad leaves, and the kid's just like, Mama, I gotta tell you something. At night, he's been coming into my bedroom. My man don't fucking want you. And fucking whips something at her head. Just like Precious. How the hell, that can't be a coincidence. That's fucked that this kind of thing happens when parents don't believe their kids. Oh, my man doesn't want to fuck you. How could that be the reaction to that, Joe?
people are fucking stupid, Tom.
Yep. I mean, for the good and the bad things, I always got to keep telling myself all kinds of people out there, old Tom. So, so yeah, it's her. Oh, and her dad figures, and this ugly bitch ain't even mine. So she starts crying, and that's like the thing that sends her on her path of her wanting to become a plastic surgeon. It's like the whole time, just like, I just wanted to make women beautiful. So it starts out with her having, I think it's like one class left of medical school she has to take, and she can't afford it. Which, I mean, if you have one class to get your fucking medical degree where you can go work in a medical field and shit, don't you think you did? I'm not talking shit. Like, I'm just using this as an example because it's an easy job to obtain. Wouldn't you think you just go to McDonald's or some shit and just work so you have the money to pay for it? Then pay for it, take the class, and get your fucking medical degree or whatever.
Because at that point, you're doing an internship and you're pretty much working the fucking 16-hour shifts that they do. You're working at the hospital in your last year of medical school.
No, that's what she had to get the money to do. Her
Oh,
residency or
yeah,
whatever.
that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what she's getting the money to do. So instead of doing that, she lies on her job application. Is that what they're called? I haven't had to do one in a while. Is that
Yeah.
so? Like she has the interview with the guys, like, oh, you're missing this. She's, oh, please, mister, let me just work for you. I'll do anything. I just need this job because what I just said, blah, blah, blah. And he's, this is my livelihood in my practice. So, that would be on me, and then I would lose anything. But it doesn't matter because it turns out he's a rapist, and that's the only reason he hired her. It's because he wants to fuck her. So he says, yeah, what the hell? And fucking puts his arm on her shoulder and walks him back for all ominously. So she's happy to have this job at this fucking, what is it, plastic surgery place. And then, oh, dude, like the lowest level pimp comes in with one of his whores, and they're like trying to scam to get this free shit, identity theft and or whatever. And he's all talking, hey, baby girl, how about you come work for me and shit, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, she'd just be like, fuck you. But she doesn't. She's like falling in love with this fucking guy. Like things are going okay. as long as nothing really fucks up, you can get your money, and but they don't say it, but I'm sure she's just like, fuck it, I'm already working here. What do I need to do my residency for? That's just me guessing. But so she falls in love with this fucking broke ass pimp, and they start doing fucking back alley Brazilian butt lifts where she's just like cooking up Fix-A-Flat and other chemicals to make her own silicone injections. Dude goes to jail for some shit. She becomes a lesbian. Her and her beau, or no, she's the stud. So whatever the opposite is, they go fucking on the run. Uh, she fucking the guy comes out of jail, finds she's still doing this shit. So she pulls out a gun, shoots him a couple times. He doesn't fucking die. She comes back to the fucking hospital, smothers him with a pillow, cries, goes back to the fucking park with her girlfriend and gets arrested. Dude, I laughed and laughed and laughed. This movie was terrific. So far, 2024 is shaping up to be an excellent year for cinema.
Was this were they trying to make a legit movie, or were they making
Yeah.
okay?
No, it was supposed to be legit. Like this was a deep thing because at the end of the movie, they have a real doctor in front of her practice say, Brazilian butt lifts are a big thing and it's a major cause of death in black women because you want to cheap out and just spend a couple $100 instead of going to a real place to get this shit done. So please, for the love of fuck, check out who you're dealing with and all that. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, this lady ran around doing this shit. I fell in love with a Z grade pimp. Pimp named Slipback. Yeah, it was fucking terrific. I highly recommend everybody watch it highly.
Well, going hand in hand with that, uh, I watched a movie on the Voodoo channel, which has quite a bit of shitty movies on there, low budget kind of stuff. And I saw one that, hey, this looks all right. It's got a decent looking poster anyway, and this is called Clinic. And this is about a stripper, and she's just not making like the other girls are. And they explain to her, well, you ain't got that back. You got to have that back to make money, and they start like rubbing their ass on her, to show her, this is what it's all about. And well, fuck, man, she's a single mom, she thinks, well, shit, I need to make some of that big booty cash. And let me go in for a Brazilian butt lift. Yeah. And I know it's just like maybe a few months ago you went on a BBL deep dive.
The I shouldn't, well, it's the black news show that they have on after the actual nightly news. And they were just like, he was old Isaiah Carey. He was talking to a bunch of ladies about like fucking, I was just, I kept saying BBL. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm white. I don't know this shit. So I went on the internet and I was just like, they don't even look Mexican. What the fuck does Brazil have to do with this shit? And I figured it out and I was just like, oh, because, the trannies get that shit pumped into their ass and most of them are Brazilian. I understand. And I
I never,
figured out why they.
I am uh, ignorant of that
Sorry, transensuals. My
of
bad.
of that subculture of people. I don't know. Uh,
Well, maybe you should widen your horizons and
well, that's
maybe watch a
right.
different kind of movie, Joe.
Clinic, you see, which is also a black cinema of it's directed by a woman. So this queen's out there trying to make this movie. You know, uh, the thing is, okay, so this lady, single mom, stripper, not making any cash, and she's got bills to pay. And so yeah, that's if she gets some ass, she's gonna make some more money. But her boyfriend, who is just maybe a month away from graduating from med school, you know, he's just got one more class that he's got to finish. Tom, not doing a residency or anything, but and I don't know what he's doing with some stripper with no money and shit, but he's with her, that's his lady. And plus, she ain't got no back, It's a guy's about to be a doctor. But anyway, movie's about her. He advises against it, says, no, no. She's like, well, I have this whole thing. I've never felt pretty enough. I've never felt good enough, and she's trying to be real heartfelt, but she's not much of an actress. So it is what it is. They go to the doctor and that it's going to be like $25,000, and she's got money. She's got like an envelope.
I just went to the bank inside of the grocery store.
You didn't have any money in the last scene. Now you got 25 grand for a fucking BBL. Well, anyway, the doctor says, hey, we can't do it. You've got this blood clotting disease, and it's very dangerous for you. On the way out, the receptionist says, hey, I know this other doctor, that will do it for you on the cheap, but it's got to be cash money. Cash money. And so the boyfriend goes and drops her off at some place out in the sticks. And there's some other hoes there waiting, there's like maybe 3 other women, and they cut to the back, and it's she's not Oriental, but she looks Oriental. So she's one of these black looking Oriental woman ladies, and she's just killing them, she's like starting an operation, then she'll just fucking kill them. And that's it. That's the crux of the movie. That's what it's all about. She's chasing all these women down because they figure out what's going on. They hear the screams and all this shit, and it's just chasing them. And the shitty kills where like you see the fucking knife go up, and then there's blood that gets thrown on the wall or some shit. The boyfriend comes in there. He tries to help. Of course, he's no fucking help because this is about women, Tom. This is about women being strong. And well, fuck it. It ends. She didn't get her BBL procedure done, but and maybe I was just already dreaming at this point, but I think at the end she's like running a clinic herself where she's counseling people on being confident with what they are already, about their own looks, and you don't have to do these procedures. So yeah, this movie is trying to make a message. This is also a very serious movie, or it wants to be, but they don't have any talent to make that kind of a movie. Unfortunately for me, this one wasn't funny, though, like the one you just talked about. This is just fucking, you just trod through this thing. And I think it was close to 2 hours. I could be wrong. Maybe it just felt that way. But it's another, like, fuck, man. Somebody either gave this lady money to make this, crowdfunding or whatever. Or, man, I don't know. I don't know how some of this shit gets made, financed. What, or why? Why does it get made, I
I
know.
guess it's a problem in the community if we both happen to watch a fucking movie about it.
This came out at the end of 2023, and you said yours just came out too. So this is a big topic among our African American filmmaking community that that they want to bring awareness to, but don't know how. Don't these particular filmmakers don't have what it takes.
Why was she killing the people? Because their flat
Oh,
asses were making her fucking sick, or what?
because her daughter was died on an operating table, getting a procedure that she didn't feel her daughter needed. Her daughter also didn't feel good enough,
Was she a transphobe? Oh,
uh,
you're no son of mine.
it was just, so she's killing everybody in revenge for this. No, it doesn't make any fucking sense, Yeah, it was dumb. It was just dumb and boring.
If you know of any more of these BBL movies, please let us know in the comments below. And then after that, head on over to dwnproductions.net, masks, bust, props, custom work. Maybe you want, a fat ass prosthetic you can just stick in the back of your pants instead of having it actually stuck in your ass skin. And I mean, I guess I could do it. I don't know if I'd want to, but maybe if the price is right.
Hit me at fastcustomshirts.com if you want me to make a shirt that says I heart BBLs, Yeah, maybe we can.
BBL Survivor.
Yeah, yeah. BBL awareness or something, like a ribbon that's got looks kind of like a heart and an ass at the same time.